I never thought I would be the victim of sexual assault living at such a prestigious college.
Jenny, as we'll call her, was too scared to be interviewed, fearing retribution if her identity is revealed. Both her father and grandfather attended St Mark's College at Adelaide University and support its hazing traditions.
I wish I could tell my family why I left after only 1 year. I wish they could know that I cried myself to sleep so many nights.
Instead of sitting down with us, Jenny has written and signed a statement detailing her assault and has asked us to broadcast it.
I know what happened to me was not an isolated case. Others have been subjected to similar experiences, or at least treated as a piece of meat for the men to play around with.
Jenny describes a dangerous drinking culture at St Mark's, as the almost 200 photos and videos we've obtained prove. And what she awoke to one morning after passing out drunk will stay with her forever.
My friend showed me photos a group of men had taken of me. I was stripped down to my bra and underpants. The photo showed the group of men crowded around me and touching me on different parts of my body. One of them was propping me up under my arms, and another was pretending to sniff my hair. Another man had his hands on my breasts.
He was extremely drunk and he wanted to talk, so I stood outside of his unit and he grabbed me and pulled me into his room, slamming the door, standing between me and the door. And I, the next day, had bruises.
Elizabeth is another former student of St Mark's. She alleges she was sexually assaulted numerous times in her first year.
He knew that he'd done something wrong and he came to talk to me and he said, "Oh, I hope you don't go to the police." And I said, "Oh, well, that thought didn't even cross my mind because nobody had talked to me about my options."
Did you raise any of your concerns with the college?
I did. I told at the end of the year that I had experienced sexual assault and that it had really impacted me. And she said that it's all part of growing up. That's what she told me.
To be clear, the person she spoke to was not College Master Rose Alwyn.
If I had reported it, I would have lost my friends. Everyone on my floor would have known me as the girl who got someone expelled or the girl who lied for attention. This is the culture of the college. So I stayed and tried to forget about it. 1 whole year I kept up the act. It hurt every single day to pretend.
These are institutions that have long histories of covering up abuse.
Is it possible that all these people who've come to us, who've come to you, are lying?
No. They can't all have the same stories. It's not a coincidence. It's a systemic cultural issue.
Shana Bremner runs the support group End Rape on campus. In February, they released the Red Zone report, which details disturbing incidents of alleged abuse at university colleges around the country.
To flat out deny that this goes on is a lie. It's a blatant lie. For them to turn around and say none of this happened, or for the students to say this didn't happen because it didn't happen to me, is crap. You know, I've never personally had cancer. That doesn't mean that everybody sitting in an oncology ward is a liar.
St Mark's is supposed to be one of the leading residential colleges in the country. It boasts doctors, lawyers and politicians among its past students. 3 months ago, when we first reported the ritual hazing at the college, we attempted to speak with College Master Rose Alwyn.
Rose, can you come out of your office?
Now, with our new evidence and testimony of victims, we again requested interviews with Miss Alwyn and St Mark's chairman Richard Birchnell. Both again refused.
Miss Alwyn and I decline your request for an interview.
I think that 2013 for St Mark's was a really challenging year.
But in February, Rose Alwyn did speak to ABC Radio, admitting there had been a toxic culture at her college for 1 year in 2013.
there was a toxic culture, and I'm really pleased to say that we've worked with students in ensuring that that does not exist in this college today.
Miss Alwyn's admission of a rogue bad year was prompted by this, an obscene magazine published at St Mark's in 2013. It had been given to arriving first-year students, or freshers, as an introduction to the college and its senior student residents.
You fresher girls quiver as he rams his hard up into your liver. And while you lie yelping and bleeding in pain, you find yourself shouting and screaming his name.
The OMAG, as it's called, is vile, sexually degrading, and meant to be secret.
Do not show anyone outside of college this OMAG. Anyone caught breaking these rules will be in more shit than you could ever imagine.
And this is what Rose Alwyn, who has been both Dean and Master of St Mark's over the last 15 years, had to say of that 2013 OMAG.
Well, I think that the contents of the 2013 OMAG are abhorrent. They are deplorable, and they certainly speak against the values of the college and everything that the college has worked so hard for in its 93-year history. And they actually make me feel quite ill.
It seems that Mark's only reacts when it's caught out. When this 2013 O Week magazine came to light last year, Rose Alwyn called it abhorrent, disgusting, and something that was now dead and buried. There was no public acknowledgement by the college that this was part of a pattern. Well, it is. Just a few weeks ago, we received an almost identical magazine, printed 2 years later in 2015.
Again, it's obscene. And like in 2013, it was given out to the students in their first days at St Mark's.
It'll you so hard you'll be left with amnesia.
I was assured that there was no OMAG after 2013, and what do we have here? One from 2015. So everything they've said about cleaning up the culture, all this great stuff they do during O Week, it's just a lie. It's a complete lie. And this proves it.
Coming up,
What is going on inside the walls of this college?
You feel like you have to stay. No, it's depressing and abusive.
failed attempts to fix a toxic culture.
What came of all this effort and investigation? Precisely nothing.
Now, the student uprising.
I felt cheated.
Demanding change.
We don't believe it's okay.
You've had enough.
We've had enough.
That's next on 60 Minutes.